What's up guys, my name is Khan and we're back today in Infinifactory, and after the last episode I had made the comment that I couldn't make an AND gate and I was waiting for there to be an AND gate sort of logic block, and then a few of you guys mentioned in the comments that you actually can make AND gates and make logical circuits in this game, and I just really wasn't thinking about it. This game is kind of more like Minecraft in the logic sense, where you use conduits and the pistons as sort of redstone with the sensors. Now, I was still a little bit confused about this because I thought, well, how can you trip a sensor? Because a piston itself does not trip a sensor, but what you can do is have a free-floating block trip the sensor. So if we put a piston down here, for example, and we connect it into this switch piece, like so, you know, we can turn this on, and if we turn this on and start the experiment, the piston will push out. And so if we put a sensor here, right, just like this, and we put a test piston, we'll just put this one with some distance here, there we go, right, this will not, it won't trigger, you can see there, it won't. If you do like this, we can create that free floating block, which we've done before accidentally by not doing the supports. And, oh, okay, no, that's fine. And now if we trigger the piston, we can push the block, and that in turn activates that. So this is the basic sort of electronic switch mechanism. So if we turn this switch off, let's pretend this is some sensor input, it pushes this block in front of this sensor, activating the conduit. We could have other devices come off this, and then whenever we release this, it'll push back. And so with this simple mechanism, we can in turn create an AND gate. And instead of pushing the block, we simply push the circuit. So on this side, we have the exact same mechanism we had before, where if we turn this on, it'll push the block. If we turn this off, it'll push the block back. But if we turn this on, it activates this line of sensors here. And then if we push this, it pushes the conduit, completing the line of sensors. And then of course, that piston will push it back. So if only one of these is on, it won't ever complete the circuit. Really, this first input, we don't even really actually need it like this. I know a few of you guys will probably say this. You can just take this and connect it straight like that, and it'll do the exact same thing. So you can see here we got this. It doesn't do anything on its own, and you have to finish the circuit, right? So either way, if you have one, it doesn't do it. You have to have both. Coming over here, we've got the epic setup, which is, I decided to try and figure out if I use two AND gates, could I make a sort of memory loop? And the answer is we can. So this is your memory loop here. We've got one conduit here that's activated. We could hook stuff into that. And if we hit the set switch, and we just need to pulse it once, you can see it shifts the block over to this other block, and we could then use this for whatever else. And then if we hit the reset switch, it'll push that block back. So we could in fact have a sort of simple memory switch, and if we hit the set switch multiple times, you can see it doesn't matter, it doesn't do anything. Same sense, if you hit the reset switch multiple times, it doesn't do anything. So this kind of allows us to make a sort of latch mechanism, so we could have a sensor here trigger something and a sensor here trigger something. So it's really cool. It's just all the Minecraft logic that we got to think about again, but I figured I would start the episode with that, seeing as how last episode I was ultimately confused about how to do all this logical stuff. Alright, so the last episode we finished the entire Skydock 19. It was pretty simple. Now we're on to resource site 526.81. So I had just built those gates there in the test zone. But let's go to this resource site, and we're building an optical sensor array. Alright, so we're in some sort of new mountain world terrain type. We have a new block here. We've got the rotator block, and we have to make this product here. Okay, so this is the, does that just, I wonder, I think that just like, what, does it just stamp it or something? So what happens if that, okay, yeah, so every time that goes by, okay, so this is really easy. We just have to, we really just have to shunt them, rotate one to the one side, rotate one to the other side, and then weld them together. So we go like this, put two pistons down, and of course put a conduit piece like so, going into a sensor, just like that. So now that should stamp two and then push two off in a pair. You know what, we can speed up the rate on this to max. It's gonna get stuck by the speed of these pistons, but that's okay. So it's 1, 2, push, 1, 2, push, and then we should be able to go like this. And I guess we could just rotate one twice, right? So we can just go like this and rotate it. Is that how these work? And then another conveyor piece. Does that work? Let's see what happens here. Rotate. Maybe it needs conveyor in between. I'm not really sure how these work. Oh, it still needs one to push it. So it doesn't go off the rotator until another piece pushes it. Which I get, okay, I guess that makes sense. So now, of course, the problem is we have to sync these back up again. They're going to be way out of sync. Here's one stall station. And then like this. And then here's another stall station. And then like so. And then hopefully they're synced up. Let's see what happens here. Rotates. Rotates. Okay, a little bit far. Alright, we're just going to extend this track out this way. And then we should be able to hopefully adjust that for the time we need to delay it long enough for the 2 rotation pieces. Stall there. See, the rotator, it stalls, but then it also takes a bit of time. That's way too far. Okay, let's try just this. Let's just fast forward a little bit. Yeah, okay. Stall. Push. Yeah, see, perfect. Okay, so now they're in sync. So we should be able to just go like this and put that above them. Like so. And then we just need to pass them on to the finish line. Probably gonna screw this up, but like that. Alright, so that's easy enough. Should work. One there. One there. Perfect timing. Good stuff. Of course I missed. This way. There we go. Alright, perfect. This is easy. Problem solved. First problem out of the way. I was debating on using an AND gate and having 2 sensors, one on either side, but I mean, it's a lot easier just to have a couple extra pieces of conveyor. Saves a lot of blocks. Perfect. Making some products. Alright, well that was pretty cool. Ooh. Terrible on the footprint. Good on the cycles. Maximizing cycles. Terrible on the footprint, terrible on the blocks. I feel like blocks and footprint are almost, you know, one and the same. But good cycle score, which, you know what, I really don't care about the scores, to be perfectly honest. Alright, we got the rotator block. Landing alignment lights, so let's do that puzzle. Alrighty, so in this next level, we have to build... Alright, it looks like just alternating lights. Oh, and we have... Okay, we have 1 set of lights to build, at least, so it's basically we just need 4 of these, and we just need to have them rotate. So, the first one has to rotate, the second one has to be straight, third one. So really we just need to do this in pairs of 2 and then have them go in pairs of 2 and then group up and become a big line of 4. So we should be able to do something like this. There's a pair of 2 and then we'll have it sort of push off either side here. So this one like so, and then this one like so. Okay, simple enough. And of course we'll put the sensor in the middle. Looking right at it. Perfect stuff. Put the conduit there. Conduit out here. Haven't really seen any need yet to do any sort of logic stuff. Let's just increase the time on this. This should be fine. Oh yeah, max. It doesn't even matter because they're just going to get stuck there. Okay, that's good. And then, so we need to pull them off either side here. And then the front one rotates twice and the back one stays straight. So we'll just go like this. That'll drop. And then we'll just rotate this front one. So what happens if we drop it onto a rotator? It drops 3 out. So what happens if it drops onto a rotator on the end? I feel like it's gonna rotate. Okay, it's gonna rotate the wrong way. We can grab the other rotator though. So that's simple enough. And then what happens if we do this? Is it's gonna double swap, right? It's gonna go boom, boom. That way we can do it instant. Perfect, okay. And then that, feed it back onto the main belt. Boom, boom. Okay, back. So now the question is, if we do something like this, are they gonna line up? Probably not. Boom, boom. No, okay. Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna have to have this one up, I think, because it's gonna need to drop onto this belt. Okay, here we go. Yeah, yeah. So if we do this, because that one, when it gets onto the belt, I don't know where it's gonna be lined up. I think it's gonna be lined up on the closest edge, right? Oh no, the furthest edge. Okay, so we can just do this then. And then this should be good, and hopefully get these in sequence. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then we just need to see, now we just group them up into a group of 4, and then shunt the group of 4 off, and we should just be able to weld them together right at the beginning here with 1 set of welders. So they come in on the far side, so just like that, right? And then we should, once that's done, we should just be able to pull it right off. We don't even need to do anything else. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's try this though. I think that's gonna work. Okay, so that drops them. That piece goes, flips, rotates in the correct sequence. Welds, 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 welds. Oh, now they're all welding together. Okay, that's not good. It needs to go off here. That's not gonna fit. It needs to go off here. Okay, here we go. Rotate. Rotate. Crazy stuff. Weld, weld. Go. Weld. Weld, weld. Go. Good. Okay, and then we'll just shunt this one over to here. Then I think it's like this. I can never remember how to line that stupid conveyor up. I think it's always the closest block that gets there, but I'm not ever sure. All right, this should work. Weld. Boom, boom. We got a good set of alternating lights there in the correct order. Oh no, it's the furthest one. But now it's the closest one there. See, I don't understand how that works. See, that one goes all the way past, but then this one, as soon as the first one gets there, it goes. I don't get it. Is it like number of blocks? Anyways, that's a good assembly. Easy mode. Still just introducing us to some more block types, so that's awesome. Such a cool thing to watch. Okay, that should be pretty efficient, I think, on the block score, because that's a pretty small mechanism. Great on the cycle score, fantastic. Still kind of just right on average with the block score. All right, so I think we'll do one more puzzle here, and then we'll save these next two puzzles for the next video. All right, so in this level, we have to make a plus sign thing. Okay, so we just have to make this, and then obviously go stamp either side, rotate in the middle, and stamp either side, and then shunt out. So that's easy enough. What do we have to work with? Just single... Oh, boys. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is make that shape, and then the second thing we got to do is actually pass that shape through the system. So this is going to be a little bit difficult. Let's see. Okay, well, let's crank the input rate up to max. Might as well. That's just a constant stream, right? Constant stream. Okay. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now we've got a section of 5. And so we can go like this and shunt that one this way. And this and shunt that one this way. And that'll be the two on either sides. And actually this one we can just pull straight through, because here's the plan. If we weld this right here, it should only weld the 3 here, and these 2 that get stuck here, they'll be before the welding sensor, I believe. I'm hoping. I think this will work. And then we need a sensor majumner guy here to recognize, actually right there, right? Is that, no, that's wrong. It's gotta be on the 3, right? The 3, okay. So it'll be there, and it recognizes when it's hit 5, and this should, oh, okay, we gotta support that. So this should go weld, weld, and it shunts 3 out. And it shunts 2 more, perfect. Okay, so that's good. And then all we need to do is just bring these forward, I guess. So just like this, and just like that. And now we should be basically making the shape, right? Shunt forward. So there's the shape. We have to have them all wait for each other, and just have it wait there. And that builds our shape. I mean, that's a little bit excessive, I think, but then the next one should push this one out of the way, right? So this one goes in, and then it waits. That one shunts it out of the way, and then it'll wait. Okay, so that's good. Perfect. And then just pass it through the stamping machine of science. So just like this. It's probably going to get stuck again and do that stupid thing where it gets caught on the first piece, and we'll have to move that out. I really don't understand these conveyors. Is that right? Yeah, no, see, it does. I don't get that, because the other one didn't do that. But anyways, all right, so that should stamp the first set. Perfect. Beautiful. Stamp. Okay. Rotate. Doesn't matter which way you rotate. Rotate like this. All right. Oh, okay, we got to move out more. getting caught. It can't rotate. Okay, let's try it out here. Just fast forward, get the first one to come up here. All right, there we go. Oh, it rotates out. What if we do it like this? Oh, okay, well, you know, that's good. How does this one rotate? Okay, I think that's okay, because we can just move this over again, right? And then go straight? Is that how we do that? This comes in. Should rotate. No, of course not. Of course. I would love to know, if someone knows, please let me know in the comments down below, but if you know how these conveyors work, I would love to know the rules behind them, because it's, to me, it seems like I always, whenever I'm building weird objects, it always seems to pick a different spot as to where it goes. Like in the last puzzle, or a couple puzzles ago, it was, you know, once on the edge and then once in the middle. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. We'll just do that. All right, we should be good. We should be manufacturing all sorts of cool product now. Perfect. I love this game. This game is really, really cool. It's like building custom assemblies, and they're definitely getting more complicated, you can see here, but it uses the same sort of principles. Again, still not needing those logic gates, but really cool that you guys let me know how to bake logic gates. Just had to think again about the old Minecraft methods of logic, but really, really cool stuff. I'm really excited to see where this game goes. And perfect cycled score, like right with all the top people, except for one guy. And then good footprint and good block score. So definitely getting a lot further in this game. Let me know, of course, what you guys think of this game in the comments down below. We'll do these next two puzzles in the next episode. The puzzles are getting longer. It's getting a little bit more exciting. And hopefully we'll get another trophy of some kind and some more awesome dog food. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.